Oh yeah, also, because I just thought of it. Remember, if you're going to do an event, like we do the Halloween festival, and last year we had a bit of a problem with someone. I won't say who. Someone was using, vulgar terms, and we could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that because a mother actually told them off, and then they actually continued. So like it was like rude word. You really shouldn't be saying that. There's kids around here. I really don't give up, and that's not good. It's not like they can't tell who we are.
Yeah.
We're we're the biggest club on campus. The nerdiest. And usually, since we're so big, a lot of people come to the Halloween festival, and we end up having, instead of like a single table that the club runs, we end up running a good portion of the Halloween festival.
Last year, I think we did
seven
booths.
Yeah, seven booths.
It's a lot of fun though. We definitely like when we go to like the Halloween festival, definitely sign up. It's so much fun. And this year it's not on Halloween. Last year it was on Halloween, so everyone was like, "Oh,
You guys do the haunted house too, or just like
That's the theater department who usually does the haunted house. I think. From what I remember.
Are we gonna get pizza this year? Because last year they kind of gypped us.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, they're supposed to feed you at the Halloween festival if you order for it. It's not always, they might not.
Yeah.
I feel like they might feed you. Sometimes they'll come over and be all like, yeah, you can go and eat now, get someone else to cover this thing. It depends on who's running it. I know,
you can ask people. There's
the
heads of cab will be around. So.
Plus also with club stuff now, we used to have a woman named Patty Munch who runs all the clubs. We now have a new person that's replaced her because she's moved on to be a counselor. So it's a new person who's trying to be very much like Patty Munch. So he's still kind of getting into the ropes. He refers to himself as.
Yeah, he did. We're like, hey, we're from the Enemy Club. He's like, hey, I'm the new Patty Munch. And we're like, awesome, nice to meet you.
Anything that we didn't cover, anything that you didn't hear us say that you want to do, anything?
When does free range end for Mana?
Off the top of my head, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea. It'll say it on the website though. It definitely just check the website like as soon as you can get there.
Just be careful who you trust at cons. An example, at Icon one of the years, I had a Gar plushie, and there was this kind of like outdoor party going on, and so we decided to play Hot Gara. And one other person decided to be so funny and run off with it for 2 hours. And he got security, and it was returned, and everyone was fine. Although there was about to be some lynching going on there, thankfully security stepped in, and it all turned out well. Until we decided to play with the Spider-Man, and then someone else decided to be funny and steal that, and then it was just done. So just be careful who you trust. Oh, and don't be a dick.
Remember, NIAF has these cool little boxy thingies that they charge you like $10 a day to shove your stuff in, where they will guard it, and they end up being responsible for it since you did leave it in their care. They're not very big though. They're like, a cubby. So if you bring something, you kind of want to just toss it there, make sure of it. Don't toss, don't buy 17 giant action figures and try to shove them in there. Because it's bad enough. It's bad enough trying to fit just a single box in there. So there's a question all the way back.
One word of advice: make sure that your wallet and stuff is attached to your pants, because because there are people who can pickpocket.
Very well.
Really well.
They have 50
if you
plus
drop money,
themselves.
don't look for it. It's gone.
No, I will look for it. If you drop it, you're like,
Look for
then
money
I probably
that's
dropped
been
about 10 minutes.
Especially be wary of your food on Sunday, because that's when people will just randomly, because that's when people are most hungry and just come around. I just found a random box of Oreos just sitting on a table once, and I'm like, you dick. I waited there for 5 minutes. I'm like.
Scavenging though, because there's also they can be like, hey, chloroform, it's great. So don't screw up an eye on scavenging.
So if you're new to conventions, they will sell hentai. There will be people trying to sell you yaoi.
There will be hentai.
One of my favorite characters in New York Anime Fest is the yaoi peddler. He'll shout at you. He will see your cosplay and he'll be like, you're Roy Mustang. I've got him banging everyone else in the military. Come over here. That's something you should be prepared for if you've never gone to a con. Of course, having people yell at you He's like
And
that.
there's always one vendor who is the Yowie seller who will yell at you.
Yeah, and he has a Yowie paddle that he's smacking his hand and he's awesome. He's awesome.
And you might meet Jesus with the Yowie panel.
That also brings me to the point though, bring your ID.
Yeah.
You're gonna need it anyway because you're gonna need to hand in your paper and be like, this is me or whatever. Like usually they'll be like, hey, can I see an ID? But also just bring your ID and make sure that you can actually pull it out. Like if you're wearing like a Box Gundam cosplay, like you might have to go in and like
You'll have to transform and roll
Peter, like our friend Peter here.
And your ID can stay in your pocket, have your badge displayed.
Yeah, your badge has to be displayed, but usually they'll tell you that in the con. They'll be like, hey you, here's your badge. So.
Yeah, and don't kind of like shove it in your pocket and then kind of forget about it. Because if they were like, "Where's your badge?" and go to rip it out and it's gone, they'll just take you right out of the convention and leave you outside with your. Peter has a question.
I don't have a question. I just think I should make this important because last time I went to New York Anime Fest, I had to take care of the newbies. I think it's important you all know what the difference between Yuri and Yowie is. Okay? Oh, because there was I'm just gonna say that they thought it was the other thing, and I tried to stop them. I tried my best.
Peter, it's okay. It's okay.
Don't worry. Definitely, just judging by like the conversation we've had today, definitely we should just dedicate an entire club meeting to newbies like con, do's, and don'ts. Definitely, like I
We should make a video of this.
At the meeting. It'd be core last.
I'll give Peter
Yes, you will like
There you go. Yeah. Say it again. Because we go to the website, don't do it.
Well, someone else has a question.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we?
There's something else to be wary of cons to the newbies. Just because it looks like a woman doesn't mean it is.
Just because she looks single doesn't mean she's not married.
Shut the hell up! One time, you can't let it go.
Check for rings.
I had experience where.
One time, you're never gonna let it go, are you?
Yes, I did. I'm not gonna let it go. I saw Meg walking out the main bathroom.
Mr. Healy.
Yeah, how much was that shirt?
Oh my god, I bought it from her at Mocha Fest. It was like $15. She's awesome. You read Starfighter? We're gonna be good friends. I have buttons.
We have stickers and stuff that she gave us to give to other people.
Yeah, like she like you're like you have a very big following of Long Island. Just like take stuff. Bring it here.
Spread my wickedness, my children.
But we're gonna be good friends here. It'd be awesome.
Any other questions, Michelle?
This happened to be the first time I went for New York Anime Fest. We went to the hotel. We had two of our roommates decided to go on their own with some random people, and we haven't seen them for like hours until like 2 days later. So don't go with strangers, please.
Careful,
When you found them, were they chopped up in a body bag, or did you find them?
Was their butts okay?
Were their butts okay? That's it.
Well, that again, I mean, it was Kevin.
You
weren't too worried.
So definitely we have to do a con do's and don'ts because we definitely have lots of interesting things. We can scare all the people who've never been to a convention. You may or may not want to go to. You may want to go to one more. I don't know.
Going back to the whole like NYF thing, I did have a couple friends one time going. If you're getting a hotel room, make sure you're able to pay for it and you are able to go stay in it. They unfortunately could not pay them. They chose to sleep on the streets. Don't do that.
No.
Not a good idea.
It's New York City. Stories of people getting shanked because they're sleeping on park benches, they might be true.
Cosplay something with a big sword and just deter that. Alright, so as far as like the big sale, it looks like a lot of people are talking, so fuck all of you. For the big sale, Tuesday looks like the best day, or the somewhat most workable day. So basically what I need is anyone who's interested in baking, like, approach me and, just kind of tell me what you're baking. To cover ourselves, liability-wise, we have the only thing we have to do is we got the sign already. It just says, warning, the kitchens that these big products were cooked in were not regulated by the Suffolk County Department of Health. So, don't think I have to buy super special ingredients and sterilize it. I mean, do that because you're selling it to people, but don't let it deter you thinking that someone can sue you
And also, if you want to make it easier for other people to buy stuff, honestly, just put the nutrition. Not the nutrition, but
allergy information.
Allergy information on. Like, just cut it off the box and stick it on what you're spraying it. Because then people who are allergic to stuff can actually buy it because they can check and see. Because I know she won't buy anything.
Thanks.
Oh wait! Now see let the cat out of the bag. We have 2 special officers.
Cross contagion.
This one is allergic to nuts.
Thank you, Dad.
That one's allergic to gluten.
So yeah, so at least for me, like when the Harry Potter Club had their big sale, they were like, this stuff has peanuts, this stuff doesn't. I was like, oh cool, so I can buy something here. I can throw my money at you. So yeah, like if like any like worries you should have is just like look at the allergy information so you can find out there. It makes it easier to sell stuff to people. Definitely also make theme stuff. I'm sorry, Erica. Definitely make theme stuff. I know that someone was talking about making a soul cake from like Soul Eater, and then there was talk of like Pokeball cupcakes and Haro cupcakes. So like you have this awesome idea, definitely do that. Definitely come to it in.
Okay, I don't know if this is for
Erica, are you a ventriloquist? Because I hear your voice all the way over there too.
I can talk like a man. Didn't you know?
I know you talk like a goose fish.
I don't know if this is for all hotels, but at a convention in Anime Next, people could not get their hotel room unless they were 21 or older.
I think it's New Jersey.
No, it's New Jersey. All right. I don't know if it's with all hotels. I don't know.
When you make your if you make a reservation, just call and find out. They'll tell you. They'll let you know. Because they're not gonna make a reservation. They're not out to trick you. They want to make money.
And unless you're rich, don't go by yourself in a hotel.
Yeah. Make sure you know how much money it's going to be. And also, thinking on the money issue, usually if you're planning on commuting in and out of the city, try buying a round trip ticket in the morning because it's good for the entire weekend. You could like say if you go and then someone's like sleep over my house or something, and like you're not going to be leaving until Sunday night. That's still that one ticket is still good for one trip in and one trip out, and it prevents you from spending all your money on goods and then not being able to get home.
Yeah, don't spend your money and be stuck there.
Yeah, because that would not be
Yeah,
good.
save enough money to get home and for food.
If you need an extra bed in your hotel room, I suggest calling them beforehand because I slept all 4 days of Kineticon on the floor.
We shouldn't want.
What advice? I'm not sure if they'll check for food in your bag, but you want to save some money on the food, take yourself a paper and jelly.
But they might check for that. Do it anyway, but like don't buy like something super expensive.
Last of the points to be made, so.
We gotta still do that.
If anyone's never been to a convention before and you have a really good costume, prepare to do nothing but have people take pictures of you.
Oh yeah. Expect to have pictures taken. Honestly, and you might not. Well, you might not. I don't know. Near MetroCon actually.